time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson now. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf from the air now. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with the pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette. He scored the ground and for the air. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up. I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Take it in at the 22. A little juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this.
Combined on those last 2 plays.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
from 40 yards out. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half.
So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I wouldn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination. Yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Able to find Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 44 yards. And the Packers are incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. 4th. Much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then...
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked this about efficiency, I'm living it right now. They will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quay Walker. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the 3rd quarter so we can coast home in the 4th. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional. It somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drove right down the field to extend their lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
First look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it out level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge push.
20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and
he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs are pouring it on. Now, a familiar refrain, the turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
yeah, that's a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the official. Coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Line. Mayfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 59 yards. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas.
Mayfield now. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right middle.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great play.
Another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now.
Stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you're at home now. Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Across the 25. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting